Hello once again, viewers and subscribers. This is your nature boy, Led Rock. This is when we explore nature underwater and also on land and in the air. So don't be surprised because you don't know where this tour will take you. Today though, we are still underwater. Most of my videos so far have been done underwater because I think more of us need to be more aware and be acquainted with the ocean floor. Now this is about 85 feet of water that I'm at now. I'm scuba diving, and today we want to interact with nature some more. We're going in search of a barracuda. Now there are special area where the barracudas are located. Anywhere you have small fish, they're there to feed. Also sometime around the fish traps, we catch them in the fish trap sometime, but wherever we found one today, we will have fun with it. What you're looking at now is a coral reef. Now you may be wondering how comes it's not colorful, but at this depth the water would have absorbed all the primary colors from the light, separation, and at this point now only the only thing you see down here are the brown, the grays, the green, the blue, and the black. For you to get a better, more colorful sightseeing, you'll have to take with you an underwater flashlight. The other thing that is affecting this area, if you notice, is a lack of fish. Not much fish in this area. Also, you can see a lot of dead coral reef. Now, the dying out of the coral reef can be attributed to global warming. By 2 or 3 degrees the water temperature changes. What you'll find is that the corals will die because they have never been exposed to such warm temperature, even 2 degrees difference in the water temperature. They will just turn white and they will die. However, if things subside, we will get them back. But this is what it looked like down there. Today was a very clear day. It was very, you could see up to about 130 feet ahead of you. In this area, I call this area garage because I once been affected by the disease called, not a disease, but the illness. I become ill because I had decompression sickness, or the bends. I call it the bends. I'll explain that to you in another video. So because I got the bends here, we call it garage. So we are at the dive site called Garage. So we are still looking for a barracuda. Now over there we are looking at now that white sand patch. That's about 135 feet deep. So I'm going down there. There is a fish trap there. Normally I found them in this area. So hopefully today, we will find one of them. So we are going over to where the fish trap is. It's coming up into view now. I hope there's something in it, so today we can get some things to sell to some of my customers and something to bring home to eat, because this is what I do for a living. I fish, but I fish responsibly, and I also encourage my fellow fisher folks to do the same, because we need to preserve this which we have today, so the next generation, our children and grandchildren, will have them. So far what I'm seeing inside this trap, wow, I see some snappers. See them? Those are dark dog teeth snappers. Literally they have 4 canine looking teeth in the front of their mouth, and they have the attitude of a dog. They will bite you even when they are in the boat and you trying to take them up to put them into a bucket or a bag. They will snap at your finger. There we have a king crab. That's the male king crab. Those my co-workers will eat, but as a Seventh-day Adventist, whoa, there you go, swimming into my frame, a barracuda. I just know that in this area I would see at least one. Sometime when I come to this area, I see 4, 5, 6. They are in school just swimming around. This one for a moment now seems a little camera shy. It's staying away from me. It's not too sure. So let me zoom him in and look at him. There you have it, the great barracuda. This is a small one, and it's checking me out now. It's not going anywhere, just going around in circle checking me out. This is the usual color you see them in when they're not hunting. If he was hunting, he would have a darker color to fit with his background, with all those coral reef. He would blend in with the coral reef so that when the prey that he's trying to catch look, they wouldn't see him, because his color would be exactly like the coral reef. So yeah, there we go. We have Barracuda. So we found one Barracuda. This trip isn't over yet, so we are going to go on. We are going to move on. This is exciting. So, but before we move on, we have to take up this trap. This trap, we have one lobster there to the corner that I don't eat either. That will be put back into the ocean at this time of the year. Lobster season is banned. Here we have a spotlight parrot fish. That's the female. That's what she looked like. Very colorful, but the male spotlight parrot fish is blue with a yellow mark at the tail and also at the gill, the tip of the gill section. That's the male, and they grow much bigger than the female. I'll give you some updated information on the spotlight parrotfish when I will feature them in one of my videos and give you the difference between the male and the female and how the male come about. Alright, but this one is shy. Maybe he has been shot at, so he doesn't trust me too much. But the time I shoot them with my camera. Because what doesn't go in the trap, I give them the opportunity to survive. That's how I fish. I set the trap. Whatever is inside the trap, I take. Whatever is outside the trap, I leave. I do not dive with a spear gun. My friends ask me, so what if a shark takes you on? I said the spear gun is no defense. It will still get you, because it will come at you without you even seeing. So I dive without a spear gun. I only shoot with my camera while I'm down there. So what is in the trap, I'm going to take it up and send it to the surface. All right. Now, apart from that, we moved on to another area, and what we have here are some fine fish, small fish, pork fish, swimming above us, and that's just a little bit below. We just take up that pot, and there you go. The barracudas also love the small fish, so they are a little bit away from where the small fish are, because I don't know if they're planning their attack. But for right now, here's the curiosity again. See the small fish in the background, but now their mind is not set on those small fish. Their mind is now fixed on me and my camera, and this one is coming up to me. If you notice, I didn't have to zoom this one in. This one is coming up close. All right, I even have to be zooming out to let him hold in the frame, because he's coming up so close to my face. If you are afraid of them, you will think they're in an attack mode. But barracudas are normally, I heard, nearsighted, but I don't think so though. I think they're inquisitive, so they will come in for a close-up look at what the object or what the individual is doing, and then they swim away. Sometimes when they swim away, they don't come back. But this one is just there with me. The other one is shying away. It's a little bit in the distance. It will soon join this one though in this frame to make up for his absence. I think he's going to be a little jealous and want to steal the spotlight, so he will join this one in a short order. And where is he? He should be coming down any time now, but this one is still looking at me. These fish are so beautiful, yet they are one of the #1 killers on the reef, the barracuda. They are very swift, and their attack is decisive and final. When they go for a fish, they normally get it, because they don't go for a fish unless they are sure. They will sometimes attack divers if the divers spear them and they weren't speared properly, or if you are wearing shiny object like gold ring, gold chain, stuff like those that glisten, they will think it's a struggling fish, and they will attack. This is the other one lying beside the coral reef. So he's just hanging out there looking, not paying me any attention. He is also in an attack mode at this time. If you notice, the color is dark, not as shiny as his friend, so he's still ready to take those small fish down. So it was after I turned around and stopped the video, then while I was there swimming, I noticed that he was on the other side of the coral reef, still trying to get his breakfast, because I did this video in the morning. So as you watch these videos, don't forget to like them and to subscribe and to share with your friends. Tell them about this channel. It's Lead Rock. The information that we give here is solid, and our stand and people who pollute the water is very heavy. So we are Lead Rock, and we are the nature boys. We take care of our surrounding. So as this one swim away, we are just, well, at this time it's just me just swimming. They are the individuals who work with me, work as the editors and so on. I am the only diver. I'm trying to get them equipped for diving, but they are a little bit timid. But in due time, they will do so. I'm also working with my daughter Amelia. She's 10, so by now she should get her first introductory dive, or introduction to diving. She loves snorkeling, and she's one of them who, love the nature also. So when we talk about nature, it's not only in the water, because as I finished looking at the barracudas and capture them and take my flight to the surface, there was something that was surprising when I got there. It was so breathtaking when I got to the surface, because I'm on my way up now. When I got to the surface and I saw it, I said to myself, wow, look at that. And I had it for so long and I did not decide to share it until now. So when I came up on the surface, I see my captain have a bird, a frigate in his hands, and he released it. That was beautiful. My friends, don't forget to like and subscribe and share the videos. Tell somebody about the Lead Rock Nature Boys channel. One love. Bye-bye. See ya.